There are cars that change the world through speed, luxury, or groundbreaking technology. Then there are cars that quietly transform everyday life, becoming part of the memories, dreams, and daily routines of millions of people. The story of the 1970 VAZ Lada 2101 belongs firmly in that second category. It was never designed to be the fastest car on the road, nor the most glamorous. Yet few automobiles have left such a deep mark on the lives of ordinary families. This humble sedan became a symbol of mobility, reliability, and progress for an entire generation. To understand why the Lada 2101 became so important, we have to travel back to a very different era. During the late 1960s, the Soviet Union was searching for a modern family car that could serve a growing population. The country needed a vehicle that was simple to maintain, durable enough to survive harsh weather, and affordable for ordinary citizens. Instead of creating everything from scratch, Soviet engineers partnered with the Italian automaker Fiat. The result was based on the highly successful Fiat 124, a car that had already earned praise across Europe. But what arrived in Soviet showrooms was far more than a simple copy. Engineers carefully redesigned the vehicle to handle rough roads, extreme winters, and demanding conditions. Stronger suspension components were fitted, the body structure was reinforced, and numerous mechanical changes were made to increase durability. When production began at the massive Volga automobile plant, a new automotive legend was born. The car received the name VAZ 2101, though much of the world would come to know it simply as the Lada. At first glance, the design appears straightforward and uncomplicated. Yet that simplicity is exactly what gives the car its timeless charm. The body features clean lines, balanced proportions, and a confident stance that still looks appealing today. There is an honesty in the way it was designed. Nothing feels exaggerated or unnecessary. Every panel, every curve, and every detail exists for a practical reason. The front end carries a simple grille framed by round headlights that seem to give the car a friendly expression. Chrome accents add just enough elegance without becoming flashy. Along the sides, the straight body lines create a sense of strength and durability. The rear follows the same philosophy, with clean styling and a purposeful appearance. It may not stop people in their tracks the way an exotic sports car does, but it possesses a character that grows on you the longer you look at it. What makes the design particularly fascinating is how well it has aged. Decades after its introduction, the car still carries a certain charm. It represents an era when automobiles were designed with clarity and practicality. There is a sense of authenticity that modern vehicles sometimes struggle to capture. The Lada does not pretend to be anything other than what it is, and that honesty has become one of its greatest strengths. Opening the door reveals an interior that perfectly reflects the philosophy of the exterior. Everything is simple, functional, and easy to understand. The dashboard is straightforward, with clearly arranged controls and gauges. There are no complicated screens, no endless menus, and no distractions. The driver sits in front of a steering wheel that connects directly to the mechanical heart of the machine. The seats are modest but comfortable enough for daily travel. Visibility is excellent thanks to the large windows and thin pillars. Passengers enjoy a surprisingly spacious cabin, especially considering the car's compact dimensions. The atmosphere inside feels warm and welcoming, almost like stepping into a time capsule from a different era. For many owners, the Lada became more than transportation. It became part of family life. It carried children to school, transported families on holiday adventures, and served faithfully through countless everyday journeys. The scent of the interior, the sound of the doors closing, and the view over the simple dashboard became familiar experiences shared by millions. These are the small details that transform a car into something truly memorable. Beneath the hood, the Lada 2101 featured a modest engine designed with reliability in mind. It was not built to deliver breathtaking performance, but it offered dependable transportation and easy maintenance. The engineering focused on durability rather than excitement, ensuring that owners could keep the car running even in challenging conditions. On paper, the performance figures might seem ordinary today. Modern economy cars can easily surpass them. Yet numbers rarely tell the full story. What mattered was the confidence the car gave its owners. It started in cold weather, handled rough roads with determination, and continued moving when conditions became difficult. That reliability earned enormous respect among drivers. Driving the Lada is a completely different experience from driving a modern vehicle. There is a level of involvement that many newer cars simply cannot replicate. The steering feels mechanical and direct. The gear changes require deliberate input. Every movement reminds the driver that they are operating a machine rather than simply controlling a computerized system. As the car moves down the road, you begin to appreciate its character. The suspension absorbs imperfections with surprising effectiveness, especially considering the roads it was designed to conquer. The engine produces a distinctive sound that becomes part of the experience. There is no overwhelming power pushing you back into the seat. Instead, there is a sense of steady determination, as if the car is quietly assuring you that it will reach its destination no matter what lies ahead. Perhaps that is why enthusiasts continue to admire these vehicles today. Driving one is not about chasing speed records. It is about connecting with a simpler form of motoring. Every journey feels more personal, more engaging, and somehow more meaningful. When the car first entered the market, it represented tremendous value. For many families, owning a personal automobile was a significant milestone. The Lada offered practicality, durability, and accessibility in a package that people could realistically aspire to own. It was not a luxury item reserved for the wealthy. It was a vehicle designed for ordinary citizens. Compared to many competitors of its era, the Lada stood out because of its toughness. While some rivals focused on comfort or style, the Soviet sedan earned a reputation for surviving conditions that would challenge other vehicles. Rough roads, extreme temperatures, and long distances became part of its daily life. This resilience helped establish the car's legendary reputation across numerous countries. In many markets, buyers discovered that the Lada provided exceptional value for money. It was affordable to purchase, straightforward to repair, and supported by a simple mechanical design. Owners often learned to perform maintenance themselves, creating a unique bond between driver and machine. This relationship is increasingly rare in the modern automotive world. Over time, the Lada 2101 evolved from a practical family sedan into a cultural icon. It became a symbol of an entire period in automotive history. Enthusiasts began restoring and preserving these vehicles, recognizing their historical significance. Car shows and classic vehicle gatherings now feature beautifully maintained examples that attract attention wherever they appear. What makes the car's legacy so remarkable is that it was never intended to be extraordinary. Its mission was simple: provide dependable transportation for everyday people. Yet by fulfilling that mission so successfully, it achieved something much greater. It became part of countless personal stories and national histories. Today, when you see a well-preserved Lada 2101, you are looking at more than metal, glass, and mechanical components. You are looking at a piece of living history. It represents determination, practicality, and the belief that a car does not need to be luxurious or powerful to be important. Sometimes the vehicles that leave the deepest impact are the ones that quietly serve generation after generation. The 1970 VAZ Lada 2101 reminds us that greatness can come in unexpected forms. It may not have been the fastest, the most advanced, or the most expensive car of its time, but it earned something far more valuable: the trust and affection of millions of people. Decades later, its story continues to inspire enthusiasts around the world, proving that true automotive legends are not always defined by performance figures or prestige badges, but by the memories they create and the lives they touch. And as we close the chapter on this remarkable machine, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever seen one of these classic Ladas in person, or perhaps even driven one yourself? Share your memories and opinions in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey through automotive history, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join us for more stories about the cars that shaped our world.